Today we are going to revise our chapter Periodic Classification of Elements. But in this chapter we will revise only those topics which are important from the point of view of our exam. Students, the earliest attempt to classify the elements resulted in grouping all known elements as metals and non-metals in order to study their acidic and basic properties. Later, further classifications were tried as our knowledge of elements and their properties increased. In 1808, English school teacher John Dalton proposed his atomic theory. According to his atomic theory, atoms of one element can be distinguished from the other on the basis of their atomic masses. So, all the earlier attempts at the classification of elements were based upon their atomic masses. Now we will discuss about the Dauvernier's triads. Dauvernier's triads, when the according to Dauvernier, he showed that when the three elements in a triad were written in the order of increasing atomic masses, the atomic mass of the middle element was roughly the average of the atomic masses of the other two elements. Students, in fact, Dauvernier was the first scientist who observed a relationship between the properties of the elements and their atomic masses. Let us take an example. The three elements lithium, sodium and potassium having similar properties from a Dauvernier's triad. This is because the atomic mass of middle element, that is sodium, is 23 U, which is roughly the average 22.95 U of the atomic masses of lithium 6.9 U and potassium 39 U. That is the average of atomic masses of lithium and potassium. Now we will discuss the limitations of Dauvernier's triads. Dauvernier's idea of classifying the elements in a group of three triads was successful only few cases. He failed to classify more elements by using this technique. In other words, all the elements known at that time could not be arranged as Dauvernier triads. For example, the three elements nitrogen, phosphorus and arsenic have similar properties. So, they can be regarded to form a triad. However, the actual atomic mass of the middle element phosphorus is 31.0 U. It is much lower than the average 44.45 U of the atomic masses of nitrogen, that is 14 atomic mass unit or U, and arsenic 34.9 atomic mass unit. Therefore, the average of atomic masses of nitrogen and AS, that is arsenic, is equal to 14.0 plus 74.9 upon 2, which will be equal to 44.45 U, which is not equal to 31.0 U, which is the atomic mass of phosphorus. Students, the attempts of Dauvergne encourage other chemists to correlate the properties of elements with their atomic masses. In 1866, John Alexander Newlands, an English scientist, arranged them at that time known elements in the order of their increasing atomic masses. He started with the element having the lowest atomic mass, that is hydrogen, and ended at thorium, which was the 56th element. He found that every eighth element had properties similar to that of the first element. He compared this to the octaves found in musical scale. Therefore, he called it the law of octaves. It is known as Newland's law of octaves. So, according to Newland's law of octaves, when elements were arranged in horizontal rows in order of their increasing relative atomic masses, the properties of every eighth element were similar to the first one, just as the eighth note of the musical scale. Students, here in this table you can see the Newland's octaves. Now discuss the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. It was found that the law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium, because after calcium every eighth element did not possess the properties similar to the first one. So the Newland's law of octaves worked well only with lighter elements having atomic masses up to 40 U or 40 atomic mass unit. Next shortcoming was, it was assumed by the Newland that only 56 elements existed in nature and no more elements would be discovered in future. But later on, several new elements were discovered whose properties did not fit into the law of octaves. In order to fit elements into his table, Newlands adjusted two elements in the same slot, but also put some unlike elements under the same note. Note that cobalt and nickel are placed in the same slot and these are placed in the same column as that of fluorine, chlorine and bromine, which have very different properties than these elements. Iron, on the other hand, which resembles cobalt and nickel in properties, has been placed far away from these elements. Similarly, selenium and lanthanum have been placed at the same slot under the same column or note as that of chromium and selenium, though their properties are altogether different from those of chromium or selenium. Now we will discuss about the periodic table. A periodic table is an arrangement or a chart which classifies all the known elements on the basis of their properties in such a way that the elements having similar properties are placed in the same vertical column and dissimilar elements are separated from one another. When Mendeleev started his work on classification of elements, only 63 elements were known. He examined the relationship between the atomic masses of the elements and their physical and chemical properties. Among chemical properties, Mendeleev mainly concentrated on the compounds formed by the elements with oxygen and hydrogen. He selected hydrogen and oxygen as the compounds as no sorry he selected hydrogen and oxygen as they are highly reactive and so formed compounds with almost all the elements. Hence, atomic masses and similarity in the formulae of hydrides and oxides formed by the various elements were treated as one of the basic properties of classification of elements. The physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. This was stated by Mendeleev. By periodic function, we mean that the properties of elements get repeated after certain regular intervals, and Mendeleev's periodic law can also be stated as when elements are arranged in order of their increasing atomic masses, elements with the similar properties get repeated after certain regular intervals. This repetition of properties of elements after certain regular intervals is known as periodicity of properties. Students, here you can see the Mendeleev's periodic table. Now we will quickly revise about the achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. First was that he systematically arranged the elements. Second one is he corrected the doubtful atomic masses. Third one is prediction of the elements which were not known at that time. Next one is he fixed the position of noble gases. We will discuss now the limitations of Mendeleev classification of elements. Mendeleev arranged the elements in a tabular fashion and greatly simplified the study of the properties of elements and their compounds. By knowing the properties of one element in a group, one can predict the properties of other elements in the same group. But Mendeleev's periodic table had some serious drawbacks and limitations which we will discuss now. First one is anomalous position of hydrogen. Anomalous means doubtful position of hydrogen. Electronic configuration of hydrogen, which is having only one electron in its only shell, that is K shell, resembles that of alkali metals, which also have only one electron in their respective valence shells. So many properties of hydrogen are similar to those of alkali metals. For example, like alkali metals, hydrogen combines with halogens, oxygen and sulfur to form compounds having similar formulae like HCl, H2O, H2S, and compounds with sodium, NaCl, Na2O and Na2S. Hence, the hydrogen can be placed along with the alkali metals of group 1A of the Mendeleev's periodic table. We know that the hydrogen has one electron in its only shell, that is K shell, that is, it has one electron less than the nearest noble gas, helium. On the other hand, halogens have 7 electrons in their respective outermost shells. In other words, like hydrogen, halogens also have one electron less in their respective nearest noble gases, which have 8 electrons. So many properties of hydrogen are similar to those of halogen. For example, just like halogens, hydrogen H2 also exists as diatomic molecule. Similarly, like halogens, hydrogen also combines with alkali metals to form ionic compounds and with non-metals to form covalent compounds. Second one is position of isotopes. Mendeleev's periodic table did not provided any place for isotopes because isotopes were discovered long after Mendeleev gave his periodic table. Third shortcoming is uncertainty of prediction of new elements. Another problem in the Mendeleev's periodic table was that the atomic masses of elements do not increase in a regular manner in going from one element to the next. So it was not really easy to predict the number of elements yet to be discovered between two elements in a period, especially among heavier elements. When heavier elements were discovered, it was found that the difference in their atomic masses were very little. This led to serious problems in placing them in Mendeleev's periodic table. Fourth shortcoming was anomalous position of some pairs of elements. Though the elements in the Mendeleev's periodic table have been arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, still, in some cases, elements have been arranged on the basis of similarity in chemical properties. Due to this, an element with greater atomic mass has been placed before an element with lower atomic mass. Fifth shortcoming is different groups of similar elements. In certain cases, elements with similar properties have been placed in different groups. For example, both copper and mercury have many similar properties. Still, copper has been placed in group 1B, whereas the mercury has been placed in group 2B. Sixth shortcoming is no resemblance of elements within subgroups. In the Mendeleev's periodic table, elements placed in a group have similar chemical properties, but there is no similarity in properties of elements in the two subgroups in a particular group. For example, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubium and cesium present in group 1A are very different from metals like copper, silver, gold present in group 1B. We will discuss about the modern periodic law. Since we have already seen the shortcomings or limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table, now in 1913, Henry Moseley, an English physicist, found that the atomic number of an element is a more fundamental property than its atomic mass. Right? So now we will discuss about the modern periodic law. Since we have seen that the atomic number is a more fundamental property of elements than atomic mass, so the atomic number was adopted as the basis of classification of elements in the modern periodic table. Now modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. It means that when elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, the properties of the elements are repeated after certain regular intervals. This repetition of properties of elements after certain regular intervals is called periodicity of properties. Students, now we will discuss the advantages of the modern periodic table. The main advantages of modern periodic tables are: number one, the elements in the modern periodic table are arranged in the order of increasing atomic numbers. As the atomic number increases in the serial order, so it is much more easy to remember and reproduce the modern periodic table than the Mendeleev's periodic table. Second, the position of elements in the modern periodic table are related to their electronic configuration. So, by looking at the position of an element in the modern periodic table, we can predict its properties. Conversely, if we know the properties of an element, we can predict its position in the modern periodic table. The elements of modern periodic table are arranged according to their electronic configuration. Therefore, it reflects the similarities, differences and trends in physical and chemical properties more systematically. Fourth property or fourth advantage is positions of isotopes have been justified. Right? Fifth one is uncertainty in prediction of new elements has been removed. Next one is anomalous properties of some pairs of elements which were earlier misfits in Mendeleev's periodic table has been justified.